Hey Ballet 2, how are you? You guys have been doing really well in my Zoom classes. I hope you've been enjoying them. This is a refresh, a recital refresh to go over What a Wonderful World again. There is an original version that covers the entire dance. You need to definitely watch that first before watching this one. Reset yourself with your recital dance. You have a beautiful costume. Recital, even though we're used to doing it always at the same time, what's important is that we have our goal and our beautiful costume, and the work we're doing will not be forgotten. We need to go back and do some more work with that so we can get it on stage eventually, or however we're going to present it. It's a beautiful ballet that I'm very proud of. I'm very proud of the dancers who are doing it, and I really hope that they are engaging themselves with it. Daily would be optimum, but once a week at least to keep it fresh in their heads. It's funny how little kids are. As teachers, I think we stress out so much that they are going to forget it, or that they don't get it, or they don't understand it. The reality is sometimes putting it on the shelf and coming back to it later, I know as a dancer professionally myself, is actually better for the work. It's better for the performance. They come back with a renewed sense of, oh yeah, we did that part, and then we did this, and then we did that. And they end up generally, quite frankly, the younger ones, reminding me what the dance was as opposed to what me reminding them. I struggle with that as well, especially because I create over 20 pieces a year usually, relatively. It's very important that they try to keep up with it, but not stress out about it. Once we get back in a room together or on a Zoom class where we have separated classes and we can talk specifically to each class about what they need to be working on, then that memory will just light up and they'll be like, oh, we did this. I know this. This was my favorite part. So go ahead and plug me into the TV. Make sure that you can see me pretty well. Remember, we have two groups in What a Wonderful World. We have two parallel lines coming in from stage right. We have a group of 4 girls sitting in a double attitude, which is down here on the floor. Looks like this. And we're sitting. Some are like this, some are on the other side. Doesn't really matter. Those are little things that when we come back to rehearsal we can fix. They have this little garden moment of waking up, looking out the window at the sun, being so excited that the sun is shining. Perfect ballet when we come out of all this quarantine stuff. This is going to be a headlining ballet. This is like what it's about in life right now. So turn the music on all the time. Leave it on that and Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which is quite funny because my level 1s are doing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So totally gives them the opportunity to really engage with those songs and know what they're really about. And I think for us as adults, we know that this is what it's about now. So from the little mimography there of what's going on, they do an arm, icy skies of blue, clouds of white. You have to forgive me, I forget the lyrics right now. And then they go down and they do a little gardening step and then a let's dance. As they come up, they sit up nicely. They go away from their friend and arabesque. They do a curtsy and then they start skipping to the left. They go around, whereas the second group has already started skipping in to a diagonal parallel line, and these 4 girls take their places within that diagonal line. So I'm not going to do the skipping girls because they know when they come on, I'll say skipping girls vocally with the music, but in general, they've always known their part. Same with the little ones sitting. So we have. Yawning, looking out the window, so excited. I see trees of green, that's what it was. Red roses too. Gardening, see them blue. And I think to myself, arabesque. And then a curtsy. Skipping girls, everybody skips together. Now you're in your line. So, I did leave out, and I apologize, memory, getting older. Arm goes around for the girls on the floor. Arm goes around for the girls on the floor. Comes down, dancing arms, for me and for you. That little mime I forgot. Apologies. Big arabesque. Again, they probably remembered it. I didn't. Curtsy to your friend, and then you skip. Skipping into your diagonal line, you'll be standing at a slight diagonal in first position. Yes. So, from there, it would be better if I just mark it with the music and then go back and break it down. That'll be easiest for me.
I see skies of blue.
Skips. And then you're in your first position line.
I see
Skies of blue. Big arabesque. And then they pivot turn.
The bright blessed day.
Add the arabesque.
Dogs and night.
Plie. Releve. They do a little beret. They make a heart shape with their arms. Blow a kiss with their arabesque. And then they skip on to their next section. So, to go over that material, sorry, as a dancer it helps when I hear the music and I do the steps. It's how I memorize things. So, getting older, I need to start keeping my notebooks more in check. So we get into our straight lines, our parallel lines. We're in first. What we're doing with our arms is we're doing a tendu side, plie, and we make arabesque. And then we pivot, and we do the same thing on the other side. And then we plie in fifth. We gather, and we do a little bourrée turn. Then we make a heart, and we come down. We blow a kiss to an arabesque, and then we skip. From there, we skip to 2 lines with windows. And in our 2 lines with windows, we're in first position. The next part is the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky. So the arm goes up, like a rainbow arc, with the other arm following it slowly. And then we turn, and we go to an arabesque, and we look at it. I believe the arm is here. And then from there, we fall and skip to our partner, which would have been the girl behind us. Yes? And then we do a how do you do, which we'll probably just do a curtsy instead of touching in the ballet from now on. From there, let's do that with music. So we just ended in our parallel lines with our blow a kiss arabesque.
The rainbow, so pretty in the sky.
And then we look, and we engage the arabesque.
I see friends shaking hands, saying,
How do you do? And then we skip. Some girls sit. I love you. So, half of the group, the front line sits down in what's called ballerina pose, or ballerina sit. They know this from pre-ballet in level 1. Yeah. The other girls in the back are sitting in first position, standing, and they're doing the same movements, right? So, I love you. And then they hear babies cry, and they watch them grow. They'll learn much more, and that's their spins into the next place, which is 2 vertical lines as they come up to a bridge. Then they go out to an arabesque. Yes. So, let's look at that with the music.
I watch them grow. Babies cry.
We'll do from Babies Cry. I hear babies cry. The arms go up. I watch them grow. They do a turn, and then a bridge, down,
And I think to myself,
good. And then from there, they do their skips around. They go back to a straight line. They're in first. Their arms go up. They make an arabesque. And then they turn. And this is their improv. This is the moment that they're free to do what they want. Turns, jumps, leaps. basically anything that engages them that they like. In the younger levels, I always try to give an improv session so they have the opportunity to dance a little bit for themselves and be creative. So I hope this helps. If it doesn't, send me an email with specific questions or send me a video. Who was it? Kira sent me a video of her doing the entire dance. You can post it on Band, IDPC, and send it directly to me there. You can send it to my email if the file's not too big, mrkcballet@gmail.com. You have that in your email from the studio. I'm pretty relatively easy to get a hold of if you want to get a hold of me. So I have a Mr. Casey Facebook. If you want to get a hold of me there, that's fine too. She sent me a video of her doing it full from the beginning to the end. It was awesome. Then I sent a little note back to her about what she could work on. So consider doing that. That would be the best because then there can be some interaction rather than them watching a videotape of me doing it. Not even full out because I don't have the partners or the groupings that I normally would in my choreography. My choreography is not built for something where you can't touch each other and be around another person, especially at the younger levels because I use a lot of group stuff. So it's really partnering is what I mean, group stuff, partnering. But that's ballet. They'll partner for the rest of their lives in ballet. So I started young. But anyway, send me your messages if you need anything.